and there isn't this kind of, I don't know, and you can be a lot more selfless, as it were, particularly supports. I've noticed the supports in the pro environment are very, very selfless. You know, they're completely giving to the carries and the rest of the team. So you know, that's a like I say, an interesting insight.
The mentality in a pub, it can be very much summarized in like, you need to have as much impact as possible.
Yeah.
That's basically it. You just need to have as much impact as possible.
That's interesting. You got 2 here. You've been dueled. You've died. She wins. Was there anything? Was there anything you could have done about that could have gone better?
I could have seen this one coming. Maybe I didn't really think about it. The lion was still in the mid lane instead of sitting with me.
Yeah.
At this point, I actually told him that he needs to come in to. In case they want to dive him, because obviously I'm the only one that's gonna get dived. So he actually listened to me. He was the lowest MMR in this game. He was like 5.2 or something like that.
Yeah.
So he actually listened. He apologized. Yeah, sorry, I made a mistake. I should have sitting in the bottom lane. Now, what I want to tell the audience is the fact that you don't have to watch this video and think, okay, so if I don't have support, I'm gonna be in a bad spot. No, like think about this. Think about this game like the hardest game I had in the laning phase. Okay, I'm against Legion that can kill me in the lane. Yeah. I'm against a Pudge. That's basically as hard as it can possibly get. And I still managed to get farm quite easily.
Yeah, now let's just look at that replay there. In fact, I'm gonna rewind it for a second because it was so good. So we just had you just teleported in. You got Pudge hooked pretty much straight away. And hold on, there we go. So here we are. We've got it. Here we go. So you teleport, you respawn. Oh, hold on. So Pudge is waiting there. He's a smart Pudge. He anticipates your moves.
Yeah, that was good. That was great.
He's sitting, and then you teleport in. There he is. The creep dies. He hooks perfectly. Now you come in. Now instantly you're hooked. You're disabled. Blah blah blah. You veiled him first. You then put on your thing to heal.
And then I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to run away, pretending that I'm in danger, when in reality I know that I can turn around. Even if the Phantom Assassin would have come in, I already veiled them. I already used the Death Pulse.
Yeah.
So one more ult and then Death Pulse, and they should go down. Yeah. No problem.
Yeah. So you were very keen to pop that up first, weren't you? Your veil was a real.
Yes.
You pop it off straight away.
Definitely.
And don't be shy on popping it off. And then the great thing was, even though you were low health, you'd killed the Pudge, which meant Legion
and then
Commander,
I regened.
Yeah, Legion Commander couldn't hurt you because you had, and now you have bonus 10 dual damage, which is great.
The way people have to see this one is like you need to think about Necro like a Bristleback, basically. You need to turn around and just you can think about the Death Pulse like the spins.
Yeah.
Right, and just run away and let them chase you, and then turn around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then and
it's working very well.
And it's what impresses me about Necrophos is how robust he is in the early game, and he's actually very, very hard to kill now, courtesy of Ghost Shroud. Really, really hard to kill, and he regenerates so well. Which is kind of very meta, isn't it? You know, heroes that save lives are very, very meta, or heroes that don't die in one way or another. And you heroes
that can fight.
Yeah,
heroes that can fight well.
And then look at that. Yeah, you just pop your Ghost Shroud on. You've just used your magic wand to regen, and then you huge buff, and it's great. And it works with mech as well, doesn't it? The Ghost Shroud works. All healing items that you buy are amplified now, and the Omni Knight's heal, for example, is that enhanced as well with Ghost Shroud?
No,
it's not. It's just only
you need to use it. It has to be your spell or item.
Yeah, your spell or item that you use gets it.
Maybe the audience would have the question: why am I not going for mech if it's such a great item?
Yeah.
And it is. I go for mech in case I pick the Necrophos and then some other guy is saying, "Okay, I'm gonna go Slark carry."
Yeah.
And he picks it, and I'm like, what the fuck? What should I do now with the Necrophos? And he says something like, "Oh, I thought you're gonna be a support." It actually happened, right? It actually happened in like 5.5k average game. Someone actually thought that Necro is a support, even if like one of his abilities literally depends on you killing creeps, right? The Death Pulse.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he went safe lane carry, so I decided to go for arcane boots and mech and be like a support. The reason why I don't do it as a safe lane carry is because I don't want to be dependent on those team fights. I want to have impact even if we are not team fighting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Well, and also you're trying to go for a carry, and a carry is always going to have a more direct impact than a support is. Although, to be fair, I mean, supports win games, don't they? So it's
they definitely do. At least in higher brackets, I think they do. Lower,
even in lower, even in lower skill brackets.
Lower brackets, it's more important to have one rather than that one to be very good.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No,
right now I'm kind of like online. Like I got my blink, I got my veil. Now, the plan would be to tell my team without yelling, without doing anything stupid. I just want to tell them, okay, guys, I got this, I got that. Let's go, let's push, let's go as 5. We are invincible.
Yeah.
We are gonna win. Let's go. Okay, if they don't go, it happens. All right, it happens. Sometimes they don't want to do it. They are just gonna sit there and farm. If that happens, your best bet would be to continue to tell them that, but also farm in the process. Don't waste time. Wasting time is the worst thing that you can do.
Yeah.
Don't waste time. Don't yell at them. Don't yell at them at 16 minutes. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna make them. Hate you. It's gonna make them report you at the end of the game. It's gonna make them mute you. If you get muted at 16 minutes, you're in a tough spot.
Yeah.
With a team fighter that's muted at 60 minutes, you're in a tough spot. You don't want that. You want to be as positive as possible. And if it is like 40 minutes and they still don't want to group up, and for a fact that you're gonna lose because they have way better late game, okay, if that happens, you can flame them. Okay, it's no problem. You need to do whatever at that point for them to make them group up. But at this point, it's way more important to just keep a positive attitude.
Yeah.
It's not like you're not going to fall off in the next 5 minutes. You're going to fall off in the next 20 minutes, and even then you can still fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, this is actually a very funny one, yeah.
Yeah, you just killed the Pudge, and now you're kicking the crap out of Shadow Fiend, and you can chase him down thanks to your Blink Dagger. And that skull there, once it finally hits him, kills him, and there's your massive regen. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Yeah, it's great. I love how the fact that you're, almost classed as squishy, aren't you? And an a ranged intelligence-based hero, and you're just like completely out-tanking Pudge and beating him up and savagely killing him, and it's just hilarious.
Look at my HP is like 1 point. If I switch the trace to strength, is like 1.6 with a magic wand, with the death pulse, with the heal after I kill someone, with the ghost shroud.
Very hard to kill, and
very hard. Especially if you can kill someone first.
Yeah.
It becomes literally impossible.
Yeah. No, it's fascinating, absolutely fascinating, I have to say. Okay, cool. So we talked about game strategy. So let's just do a quick recap there. So you've had your laning phase. It's due diligence, farm up your items, and then you're online pretty much. I mean, Veil's a major after your power treads. Veil is your major item, and then pretty much your Blink Dagger. And once you've got Blink Dagger, you are effectively online. And then what's going to happen next, obviously, is you're going to get your Aghanim Scepter, and then almost certainly a Dagon as well. And that's that's how you roll, as it were.
Yeah. Dagon is very good on you because it's going to give you that insane amount of kill potential.
Yeah.
It's also going to synergize very well with the Veil, and at that point you just don't need anyone to do the damage for you. You can just blink, ulti someone. That's a combo, guys. Okay, so you blink, you ult someone, you put the Veil afterwards. Don't blink Veil. It doesn't make any sense. Blink ult, because the damage instance is gonna come after 1.5 seconds. So you have 1.5 seconds to release the Kraken. Okay, so you blink, ult, Veil.
Yeah.
If you are close enough, Death Pulse. If not, just blink, ult, Veil, Dagon.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then the ultimate is gonna hit them. And if they are low enough, they should go down.
Yeah.
You can dish out around 1.7k damage with a max Dagon.
Yeah. So blink, ulti, Dagon, Veil, basically is or even Death Pulse. Death Pulse. Then Veil's last. Veil is your last thing you do if you get the time, basically.
No, you blink, ulti, and then Veil.
Oh, okay, fine. Blink, ulti, veil, and then
Yeah, so
would you veil over a Dagon? Would you veil over a Dagon?
Yeah, so you can.
Which is
no,
better?
You use the veil and then Dagon.
Okay, fine.
So you are gonna increase the damage of the Dagon as well.
Yeah, okay, fine. So blink, ulti, veil, then Dagon, or if you have time, do Dagon. So, there you go. There's another secured kill, and now you're having your revenge by killing the enemy team. So, yeah, no, great, wonderful. So at this point, we're at 9-3. I think what I'm going to do here as well is I'm going to just skip ahead a little bit because this is savage, as it were. Here we go. Yeah. So game stage has progressed now. Let's have a look where your items are at now. There you go. You've started buying your wonderful Dagon, leveling it up. You've got your Aghanim's. Now, Aghanim is very interesting, isn't it? Because it's not that effective until you're level 18, where suddenly your cooldown is quite
goes
good.
To 25. Yeah.
25, and that's only really at that point is it good, because prior to that, it's actually the cooldown isn't that fantastic, is it?
It's not gonna change anything. Yeah, it's not gonna change anything.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm telling you guys, don't worry if you're not gonna get them as fast as I did in this game. It really doesn't make a difference. You need the Aghanim when you're level 18. In this game, I think I got it when I was level 16, but it really doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
So if I'm getting killed like 2 times, 3 times in the laning phase, it's totally fine. I know that they tried their best to stop me from having impact, and it's not happening. I'm still gonna have the impact. I'm still gonna get the eggs at level 18. It never happened. Okay, in like 40 games, it never happened for me to not have the eggs at 18 minutes at level 18. So.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. Yes, that's good. So there you go. Now at this point, I think it's just savage. You're just killing people. So you've killed 13 people. I'm guessing you get more. You're pretty much in the base. So we've got. I think do a quick recap. So we've got the laning phase. You did that. That was fine. It's just be consistent. Farm up your items. Don't worry about being ganked. Don't worry about necessarily missing last hits. And then
try to bait a kill as well if you can.
Try and bait a kill. But also don't be afraid to attack people, because actually you're really quite tanky, terrifyingly tanky. Making it very, very difficult.
You can dish out around 450 damage with a level 7. You just hit them once, ult them, use a dead pulse hit again.
Yeah. And
they should drop pretty low, and then with the ulti coming in, it should be a kill. If it's not a kill, then one more shot and they should go down.
Yeah. And then basically with Necrophos, whenever if the team isn't rallying together in your cause in the mid game, now so you're sort of behind the sidelines, aren't you? You don't initiate as Necrophos. Is that fair?
It depends. It is the same with Templar Assassin. You can initiate if you can get a kill. Yeah. If not, don't initiate.
Don't initiate. Yeah. If you see someone like ultra low health, your blink dagger's ready, you blink in, you use your ultimate, that's it. GG, then fine, and it's worth initiating. But otherwise, keep your distance. I mean,
I would wait for someone else to drop someone to 70%, and then kill him, and then make them attack me, because I want to tank them at that point, because I'm gonna regen. I have the ghost rod, and I'm not gonna be that effective without my combo. So I'm just gonna make them focus me down. Yeah. Basically.
No, fair enough. And then very much the whole, as with every Dota game, of course, teamwork is critical. So you either push with your team as a concerted effort, or you farm, basically. That's it. And then pretty much once you've done that, and you level up your items, of course, as soon as you can get your team to work together, then it's like, right, okay, we're going to push now. We're going to try and kill people. And then we're sort of heading a bit into the late game here. We're sort of 32 minutes in. And obviously you're ahead, but not crazy ahead, are you? You're only sort of 10 kills ahead. But I mean, you've got rack, so presumably at this point you're extremely confident this game is going to be yours.
I think I'm pretty ahead. You can put in the net worth.
Yeah. Oh right. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Net worth.
So people can see. I'm not really sure how ahead I am.
There you go. 18,000. Yeah.
I'm pretty ahead. Yeah.
And then we can show
I could be even equal with them, and I still think I would have a bit more impact than them.
Yeah, you've got a huge difference in net worth as well. I mean, really quite savage.
It's also about that psychological difference. It's not necessarily about net worth. Net worth is not what it's not necessarily what wins games in a pub.
Yeah.
Recently, I just played the game. They were a bit ahead, but they were fighting with each other, so they started to curse each other and blah blah blah.
And
they were ahead. We got 2 kills. We got two more kills than them, but they had 2 Midases, an Alchemist, and all that, and we had some early game heroes, but they just started to fight with each other because they felt that like they are losing, and they could easily win that one, but
no.
they just started to fight. So it's not necessarily about being ahead in terms of like net worth. It's also about the impact. Like you can tell right now, even if they would have as many items as I do, they would still think like they are behind because I'm 15 kills, 3 deaths. I didn't die in ages, and I'm killing them in one shot. So is that psychological impact?
Yeah, absolutely. Massive part of Dota, isn't it? Psychology. There's the Reaper Scythe. Boom. Lovely. Godlike. Wonderful. That's a good example for the people watching.
25 cooldowns. I can use it every time. Also, guys, don't be afraid of using it on a guy that's like 20%. Don't think about it. I have to use it only if they have 50%. No way. You can use it every time. The reason why you want to use it is because it's going to help you snowball, it's going to help you regen, and it's going to make them respawn harder.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's going to take them way more time to respawn, which is affecting their net worth.
Yeah. So
indirectly.
So just pop it. Whenever you get a chance, pop that ulti.
At this point...
Even if you're confident they're gonna win. Now, here's the thing. Before the Reaper's Scythe comes in, if you like kill them or somebody else kills them, you still get the kill.
You still get a kill.
So they still get the extended death time as well. Even though it didn't finish. The ulti didn't finish. So they're still so even if you know it's obvious they're gonna die, there's no need for you to do anything. You may as well ult anyway, just so that they get that extended time, as it were, respawning. And then also, obviously, you guarantee yourself that regen. So it's always worth it. The only thing I would say about that is cooldown. Now, at this point, obviously, you've completely savaged them in the base, so we're pretty much done here. But I think perhaps what I want to end on is actually the psychology, as it were. I mean, that was a great game, by the way, an absolutely great game. Let me just pause it there. It's a completely solid play throughout. Godlike, beyond godlike, fantastic work. Is actually, in terms of how would you play, what advice would you give to people in the 2K bracket in terms of Necrophos and playing it well? Because a lot, the average Dota player falls between 2 and 2.5K MMR, and I think for their skill level, like, well, that's great for you, Huntaela, you're 6K, whatever. What kind of advice would you say, and any adjustments you would make for the 2K bracket?
In terms of itemization, no. The last item, by the way, like the 6th item, should be an Octarine core.
Yeah.
You can also go Hex, maybe, if you are going to be against someone with a lot of mobility, like a Tinker, you want to just lock them down. Yeah. But anyway, back to the original point. So, what I would like to tell you guys is to try to make try to put as much impact as possible in that laning phase.
Yeah.
Don't play him like an anti-mage. Don't feel like, okay, I'm the safe lane carry, I'm going to sit back and get farm. No, your hero is allowed to punish in the laning phase, then you'd better be punishing, okay? Because this game is made in such a way that everything is kind of balanced. So you are going to be very strong in that laning phase. You should use it. Otherwise, that guy with the anti-mage, if he is in your lane and you are not taking advantage of that, he's going to snowball on top of you. Yeah. So you need to take advantage of what this game has to offer for you.
Yeah.
That's one thing. The second thing is to try to not fight. I already told that, but it's very important. Don't fight, don't tilt, don't do anything like that.
Yeah.
Right, and try to make sure that they know that you are going safe lane carry, not safe lane support.
Yeah. Okay, make sure it's clear you are carry.
That's crucial.
I make that abundantly clear in pretty much all my matches that I do that. So anyway, Huntaela, that has been fantastic. So thank you very much for your time and your insights, and I'm sure I expect many of you who are watching this will start now to see their win rates increase with Necrophos. So thank you very much.
I really hope so.
And I will see you soon. Goodbye.
See you soon.